Self-harm. What is it and why do I do it and how does it feel and when did it took place and where is it? Well, first of all, it was taking place at my home, of course, that I actually have decided to self-harm. This is like an old basically video that I screenshotted from that I actually have on my MacBook. I was too lazy to check up the date, but I've been clean of self-harm so far this year, like the beginning of this year. Like I did self-harm last year, but I didn't know the exact date because I didn't want to bother being concerned of it. And basically the reason why I actually have self-harm is because I do like fight a lot of demons in my mind due to my past experiences of people that have mistreated me online. If that actually comes with cyberbullying and basically feeling I don't belong anywhere, which I feel that way 24/7, give or take, along with basically this feeling really guilty of myself as a human being. And the reason, yeah, I forgot about the 5 reasons why. I just don't feel like splitting it. But the thing is, basically, the reason why people like me self harm is because it's like a way out of our pain, so to speak. If you basically are going to a divorce, or you have been sexually abused like I have, or if you have a dog that basically passed away of old age or got ran over, just like a certain major situation, you basically cannot take it anymore, and you decided to actually harm yourself because it is a defense mechanism to actually help you. And I'll probably have like the police like at my door if they see it on Instagram. This was months ago, by the way, and I do not feel guilty, nor do I need to hide. Um, basically my arm filled with scars or cuts that actually healed to scars, because the thing is that I'm actually a self-harm survivor. The reason I call it that's because while a lot of people do die of self-harm, if they actually hit an artery, they die because of blood loss, or if they basically, well, yeah, just hitting a certain artery in their body, and it would be too late to actually get treatment to that, and they actually die. And I just want to share this because it's really more common than you think, I'm sure. Even though I tend to think that everyone's life is perfect. Even though people say, oh, you know what, that celebrity is going through depression, they're going through an overdose. I just tell myself that Dion, they have support. People love them. Okay? Like, I could be in that same situation, but no one loves me at all. I hate when people play this comparison of who has it worst. Olympics, it's as though you need to basically have the most damaging body in order to actually get quote sympathy from people. If you basically lost an arm, that won't be enough for someone that basically lost 2 arms and that is blind, or someone actually has brain cancer, or maybe colon cancer, breast cancer, any type of cancer you can actually think of. It's really childish if you actually ask me. And honestly, it's really hard to actually not have thoughts, at least from time to time, and not wanting to cut yourself because you feel this, you have so much hatred in your own thoughts, or be it this guilt to the point you just can't take it anymore. And I've been doing this since I was 13, considering that I was bullied in school along with basically one of my teachers as well, which was the cause of it. You know, I actually was the adult of the situation, that they basically were quite childish adults just to actually yell students. But I just had to share this because I actually do still struggle with clinical depression. Bipolar, when your mood swings from time to time. You may be happy in one moment and then you be like this anxious or this angry at the other moment. And also struggling with PTSD, which is post traumatic stress disorder, when you actually go through a horrible event in your lifetime that actually triggers a bad memory that is actually hard to move on. Like if your dog got run over, for example, you're not gonna forget that incident that happened to you, especially where it's taking place. That's what actually would display as PTSD. And also struggling with autism as well, because I'm low functioning. So I just want to get this off my chest because I know I've been posting a lot, but I figured talk about mental health, because if no one would be watching this, would this actually help me? Considering it's like a diary, it just go like, how do I explain this? Like, Dion, you want to look back on these videos of how far you have run through, and you're still here. You know, like, even though there's something wrong with suicide, I hate when people say it's selfish. You cannot force someone if they're really, really like suicidal and they just go to a traumatic event in their lifetime, like if they basically are sick and they got no friends whatsoever, like any type of major situation. It's not selfish to me. You know, it is hurtful that they will leave, people behind that die, but honestly, to me, suicide's not selfish. I understand why people, well, okay, I do understand, but my experience, it's not. As a person that does struggle with these thoughts, it's really hard. And I just want to get this off my chest because I had to leave Instagram, and if I got any messages, I'm ignoring them because I figured it's kind of really doing more harm for my mental health, especially when I do get a lot of social anxiety. When someone is actually online, they read my message and they don't get back to me, it makes me really anxious because in my mind, beyond they don't really feel interested in talking to you, even though they make up a silly excuse of, oh, I'm busy, I'm at school right now, yet they're like trying to go someone or post something on Instagram within like 10 hours ago. I just don't like that. I don't. And I just had to take a long break from it because I'm just like exhausted. And honestly, I really hate when people say, oh, social media is what you make it. For some people, it's not. Like, you may just have to encounter these people every day at school, at work, whatever. You could just block them easily, but it's hard because they can still stalk you on your social media. So I just want to share this because honestly, I'm still trying to just make it day by day with these thoughts and trying not to have so much self doubt. But that's why you see in this image here that is me when I actually cut myself a while back of the of using this a normal kitchen knife and just giving myself, well, this scars really. That's why it was healed. So I just want to share this because, well, I went through this a lot in my life, and I'm not guilty of sharing it. But that's basically my experience of self harm.